Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and receive. This is your 10-minute morning send off designed to support you in receiving what you most want by unlearning struggle. So, today we're going to talk about anger. Anger, anger. And we're going to open up a space to unpack and explore what anger has to do with receiving your fulfillment, what anger has to do with learned struggle. We're going to unpack it all, and I'm really looking forward to this because it's such an important topic, really important today. So if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and what I do every day, Monday through Friday, at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time is I do this rise and receive thing, this send off. And what I'm going to be doing today, as I do each morning, is pulling one card from my receive card deck, which illuminates a receiving principle designed to help you unlearn struggle so you can receive what you most want with joyful fulfillment and ease. And then I'm going to send you off on your way with a willingness mantra, which activates the energy of invitation. Because invitation is that energy that allows you to receive more and better than you could ever conceive of on your own. So, putting my tea down, I hope you have your tea, your coffee, and you're settling in today. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read you the card that I pulled. So the card for today is Soothe Your Anger. Soothe your anger. And yes, I might be saying that with a smile on my face, but I actually hold this with great reverence. This is a really important topic. There's a lot of anger that we are witnessing on the world stage. We are feeling anger. Our planet is in a state that humanity's never experienced anything quite like this, the perfect storm in many ways. And so emotions are running high, and anger is one of them. So my intention with this card is that you really get some powerful tools to relate to your anger in very powerful ways. So as I read this card, I invite you to sit back, let the words wash over you. You can always come back and listen to it, and just let it do what it's here to do for you. Okay, so here we go. Soothe your anger. Anger is the voice of self-worth. It roars, I deserve better than this. And because your consciousness creates your reality, your anger must have permission and space to be experienced and expressed fully. Otherwise, your natural worthiness will remain imprisoned. You can only receive to the degree that you feel and embody your natural worthiness. We struggle, however, when we don't know how to relate to our anger in safe and responsible ways. We struggle when we fear anger because we've learned to see it only through the lens of pain, abuse, or destruction. We struggle when we hurt ourselves and others because we don't know how to relate to our anger with wisdom. The key lies in understanding that if your anger is calling for action, it must first be honored in and of itself. Like a fire, once it has time to burn, time and space to burn, it will die down. And you'll be better able to see your next steps once the smoke clears. Like fire, anger often requires space, venting, and movement. Soothing comes as you or a safe other validates its right to be here. In anticipation of the next time you feel anger, see if you can give yourself permission right now to honor it. If your mind or body launch straight into action, either by asking, "What should I do?" or impulsively reacting, see if you can catch yourself. Stop, breathe, and let your anger be here. own it. I'm angry. Then explore ways to let the anger move. Vent with a safe friend. Go for a walk and pound the anger out with each step. Scream into a pillow. Howl in your car with the windows rolled up. Pummel your bed with your fists. Throw eggs at a tree or rocks down an alley. Write scathing letters you might never send and tear them into pieces when you're done. Play songs that give voice to your reality and dance or move or sing or yell. And give your anger time. It may come in waves, yet sooner or later it will pass. And as it does, there will be a space. Listen for the voice of your innate value and worthiness. Receive its guidance and do what's in front of you. So that's soothe your anger. With that, I'm going to give you your willingness mantra for the day. So whether you are feeling anger now, whether you've been encountering other people's anger, whether you just needed to hear this and kind of store this mantra for the future or this video for the future, here it is, okay? So feel free to write it down or come back and get it next time around. I am willing to experience safe ways to honor my anger as I allow my worthiness to expand. I am willing to experience safe ways to honor my anger as I allow my worthiness to expand. So if you need this for today, or if you need it as just a way to kind of train yourself for when anger might be coming down the line, just say it, breathe it, take it in, practice it, okay? This conscious relationship with anger is a game changer. And it is so powerful just to say this mantra, whether you need it now or not, okay? So I would love to hear how this is landing with you. If you have comments, questions, this is powerful stuff. And I want to talk a little bit more now about what anger has to do with receiving your fulfillment, because it's huge. It's huge. Okay. So one of the most important concepts that we unpack and practice and explore in the Receive course is this idea that as you receive everything as sacred, okay, your natural worthiness, your innate value expands. And natural worthiness and innate value is about opening up to the awareness and the experience that you are valuable, you are worthy, you get to receive simply because you exist. And struggle is learned because we tend to over-rely on what I call a masculine model of power. Okay. Now, when I talk about masculine and feminine, if you've been around me for a while, you know that I'm not talking about gender and I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about energies and models of power. Okay. The simplest way to think of this is the yin and the yang. Okay. Or the hunter and the gatherer, or the hunter and the flower, which is one of my favorite metaphors. Okay. Now, the hunter in its masculine energy, that masculine model values productivity, performance, action, thinking, okay? Masculine is about doing. Feminine is about being, feeling, experiencing, receiving, surrendering. So this feeling, experiencing, and surrendering is how we're relating to anger. We're allowing it to arise and move through us, and it will pass. We receive it as sacred. And there's no resistance. We let it pass, okay? Now, the reason that this allows your natural worthiness to expand is it is the energy of what I call the divine mother. The mother energy, which is kind of this ideal mother, because we were all raised by human mothers, or maybe we didn't have a mother around, okay? The human experience around mothering, just because we're human, and especially at this time in history, is malnourished and absent by and large, okay? But the mother, the divine mother, receives us simply because we exist. She receives all of us. In an ideal world, in this sort of metaphor of the possibility of nurturing, we are received with our anger, we're received with our sadness, we're received with our fear, we're received when we're tired, we're received when we want to play. We are received just because we exist exactly as we are. And the consciousness that comes from that, what happens to our inner world is we get the message, oh, I receive exactly as I am simply because I exist. I don't have to do something, perform something, figure something out. I don't have to hunt something. There's no exchange or transaction that I have to wait for. I am here. I show up, angry, sad, happy, afraid, and I receive love. That is the consciousness of reasonless receiving. So anger is simply one of those ways. And as we learn how to receive our anger and really validate it and give it space, that is the voice of, I deserve better than this. There's something that we are responding to that feels out of balance. There's an inequity, there's an injustice. Something is demanding our voice, our presence, us to expand into a space where, for whatever reason, we're perceiving that we are not being received and there isn't a space. Okay? So this is super important. And what I have found is, as in my own experience and with my clients, as people are validated in their anger, and in and of itself, it doesn't mean I have to go charging off and do something. That will come later. But it comes with wisdom when the anger itself has room to breathe and to move, and then the smoke clears, and then the action that is being called for, whether it's setting a boundary, whether it's speaking your truth, whether it's simply making a declaration of how you feel and giving yourself permission to take up space in a relationship, whatever that looks like, whether it's asking for help because you don't know how to handle a situation, okay, that will come. And one of my favorite ways to relate to action is do what's in front of you. Don't worry about the long haul. Don't try to, play 10 chess moves ahead. Listen for the voice after the anger passes and do what's in front of you. Okay, so that is the receiving principle for Soothe Your Anger today, and how it connects with your capacity to receive with greater ease and unlearn the struggle that comes from avoiding anger, suppressing anger, running away from anger, numbing ourselves out. Let it be here. Let it be here. Give it space. It will move, and then the space will open up to receive the next thing. Okay? So with that, here's your mantra again for the day. I am willing to experience safe ways to honor my anger as I allow my worthiness to expand. So I hope this was helpful. I'd love to hear from you. Please like, share. It helps me reach the people that I'm here to serve. And if you would like more of this, keep coming back each morning to Rise and Receive. Check out my YouTube channel. Click on the links for free resources. They're above or below. And thank you for the honor of sharing this with you today. It's a really important concept. And as we soothe our own anger in healthy ways, it's a pebble in our ponds to help other people with their anger as well. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow at Rise and Receive. Bye, everybody.